Welcome back to the Map for College learning community. My name is Ernest Manelli, founder of Map for College. Today's video will focus on the importance of finding your time, finding your optimal time when you perform at your best, when you perform with a level of efficiency and proficiency. That is, finding a time of day that works really well for you. Now, from a study skills standpoint, there are certain parameters for home study assignments and for projects and for things that occur during the rhythm of the natural academic year, in which even if you are not inclined to be someone who is necessarily a night owl, there are times when you have to spend extra time at night finishing a project or a home study assignment. And there are other times when, even if you are not inclined naturally to be a morning person, when you might decide to go to bed a little early because you're not feeling as efficient or as energetic, and you might just be genuinely exhausted. And so you might go to bed a little earlier than usual and then wake up earlier just to compensate with a fresh mind and maybe finish that last finishing touch on that assignment that was so challenging the night before, but the next morning with a new perspective and a good night's sleep, you might be able to finish, you might be able to do in 20 minutes of finishing work what you were trying to do in 45 minutes of exhaustion-based work the night before. So there are certain time frames in which we as learners have to be flexible just because of the nature of most traditional academic years and the responsibilities we have. I'm speaking about those times when you have autonomy, when you have agency, when you have choice. For example, I do some of my most creative writing in the morning. I tend to wake up early and have that time when I can think clearly and really plan my day and maybe do some creative writing in draft form that I will look at periodically during the day or even the next day. But some of that idea generation will come to me most optimally in the morning. Now, sometimes I do have moments of inspiration where it'll be 9:30 at night, an idea will come to me and I'll just sit down, I'll put on my blue light filtering glasses and I'll just crank out some work on the computer. That does happen, but in general, by 9 o'clock, I'm screen free and I'm getting ready to brush my teeth and go to bed. That's just me. But as a student, I think you really want to leverage those times when you do have that burst of energy, that moment of inspiration. And in general, you can think of it both in the context of weekday orientation, like during the school week, during the work week, whatever the case may be. But you can also think about it weekday combined with weekend. I'll give you an example. I've worked with a student for many years who does some really great work every other Saturday. So every other Saturday morning, the student dedicates time to school-based projects and assignments and tries to get ahead or catch up or study for an upcoming quiz or test. And so every Saturday morning, whether it is necessary or not, this student twice a month on Saturdays will just put the energy in to try to make progress academically in whatever needs to be done. And that, the way the student described it to me, the student said, well, that really helps to give me flexibility so that if I fall behind during the week, I know that I have that mechanism to catch up or to keep pace or to get ahead, depending on the time of the year and the responsibilities involved. So you can use, let's say, when I was in high school, when it was basketball season, we tended to have games. We usually had a game on Friday nights for some reason when I played basketball. And again, I was more of a bench warmer. It was the one varsity sport I played in high school that I didn't start. But I love the guys on the team. And, I really just love being part of the concept. But we would have games on Friday nights. But outside of basketball season, I would take Friday nights, and not every Friday night, but at least a couple times a month, I would utilize my Friday nights to get ahead in my studies. And one of my baseball coaches gave me that idea. And so if we had some chapters to read in an English class, I would sort of get ahead of them on a Friday night, or if I had to do an outline for a history term paper and it wasn't due until the next Wednesday, but if I started doing the outline and the sketch work on Friday night, then I could look at it again Sunday night, look at it again Monday after school, after practice, and then by the time I had to turn it in on Wednesday, it was really very well done. So I would encourage you sometime this summer to look authentically, honestly, as objectively as you can. Look at your schedule. Find those pockets of time, not just within the weekday and not just within the structure of the week, but within the structure of the month, and even within the structure of the quarter, within the structure of the semester. Find those pockets of time when you can leverage, let's say, a 60 to 90 minute window for a specific purpose, or let's say a couple of 90-minute windows for different purposes that have equal value toward your academic goals. So the purpose of this video is to encourage you to think creatively, to think a little bit outside the box, and to design your schedule both in a micro day-to-day sense, but also in a macro sense, where you build in some of those capacity-oriented time frames and those structures to give you that extra flexibility. So once again, my name is Ernest Manelli, founder of Map for College. We would be happy to help you with your study skills, time management, academic readiness, preparation for college, standardized test prep, scholarship searches. We cover every aspect of academic success at the secondary school level and in the readiness stages for preparing for college and future career prospects. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Have a wonderful day. Please feel free to reach out to me. My email is guidance@mapforcollege.com, and it's all spelled out, MAPFOR college.com. So guidance@mapforcollege.com. Our website is www.mapforcollege.com. We also have great content on this growing YouTube channel. So thank you once again. Have a great day.